Hello students, Standard 10. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, that is the contemporary world, the First World War. Right? Now before we begin with the meaning or before we begin with the causes of the First World War, you have to know that why this war was known as First World War. What was the reason that this war was given the name First World War? Okay, this war took place in 1940 and broke out a war which soon engulfed the whole of the world in a vicious circle. Now, in history, we call this war as a First World War. What was the reason? Reason very simple. It is fought on a worldwide scale and deeply influenced all the countries of the world. Means directly or indirectly all the countries of the world, they were involved in the First World War. Now it was fought on land, it was fought in the air, on the sea and under the sea. And the new method of destruction and defense were used in it. Not only the armies, navies and air force fought, but the whole people of world also fought. So this war brought a great disaster and it sowed the seed for more discord for the future. So this war is known as the First World War. Okay, now what are the causes of the First World War? Here on the screen you can see the four causes. It does not mean that only these four causes were the reason for the First World War. There were many causes, but as per your syllabus, we'll be studying only these four causes. Okay, now the first is division of Europe into two hostile groups. Okay, division of Europe into two hostile groups. Now this started when France was defeated in Franco-Prussian War in 1870-71. Okay, and the German Chancellor Bismarck in 1871, Bismarck was the German Chancellor. He adopted a policy to keep France isolated, means not to allow France to have any friendly relation with any European countries, means prevent France from having friendly relation with any European countries. The same time, he himself formed a dual alliance with Austria in 1879. Later in 1882, Italy joined and it was converted into a triple alliance. As long as Bismarck was alive, he, by his diplomacy, did not allow any country to make friendship with France. Okay, so when Bismarck lost power in 1890, okay, Kaiser William, after Bismarck resigned, Kaiser William II could not prevent France from having an alliance with Russia. Okay, then we see Russia, it was an underdeveloped economy with a great military power. So here, France established friendly relation with Russia and England, and these three countries entered into Triple Entente in 1907. So here we see that the world was divided into two hostile groups, that is Triple Alliance and Triple Entente, which consequently you can see the tension was there among these countries. It created a war-like situation. The next we have armament race. Now what is this armament race? Now European nations, they began the armament race. They started the armament race. Okay. Every major power, they began stockpiling armament in the name of self-defense. and the preservation of peace. Okay, as a result, if one country increases its armament, the other country will compel to do the same. So it filled the atmosphere with the fear, apprehension, and mutual hatred. At the same time, you see, Germany began to increase its naval force and started large scale production of arms and ammunition. So this resulted in race of armament among the rival groups. So which two rival groups you are talking about? The Triple Alliance and the Triple Entente. So this you have to remember. Then you also have to remember that the Britain was all powerful in its navy. Okay, so Britain embarked on a large naval program with a view to achieve parity with Germany. Britain and France were concerned with Germany's growing military strength when the latter dug the Kiel Canal deeper so that battlefield could enter its waters. Next, we have militant or aggressive nationalism. Okay, what is the meaning of nationalism here? Nationalism refers to the sense of unity felt by the people who share a common history, common language, and common culture. So in 19th century there was a large it was an era of extreme nationalism. Okay, aggressive nationalism meant love for one's own country and hatred for other country. So each nation thought about its national interest alone. The spirit of nationalism was a strong driving force in European politics. Okay, here France wanted to get back Alsace and Lorraine. Similarly, Italy wanted to get the territories of Tarantino, Trieste from Austria. Balkan states like Serbia wanted that their fellow nationals, that is Slavs, who live in other states should come together and form a great Balkan states. Okay, and Kaiser Wilhelm, too, the new emperor of Germany, wanted his country to be the leader of the world. Okay, so here these are all the reasons we can see that there was an aggressive nationalism. Then what is the meaning of imperialism? Okay, this aggressive nationalism led to the rise of imperialism. So what is the meaning of imperialism? It is a system by which a powerful nation used to establish its control over another country either by political pressure, infiltration, annexation, or by outright wars. Okay, so this you have to remember. The last which we'll be doing today is immediate cause. Immediate cause, or it is also known as Sarajevo Crisis, was the immediate cause of the First World War. Now, what was the immediate cause? The murder of Austrian Prince Archduke. Okay, so here the Austrian Prince Archduke Ferdinand was murdered in Bosnia, capital of Sarajevo, on June 28, 1940. The murderer was Serbian. Austria put the blame on Serbian government for this crime and sent an ultimatum. As Serbia refused to comply with some of the conditions because Russia instigated her. Okay, so Austria declared a war against Serbia on July 28, 1914. So war started. Okay, so here England and Germany, they tried to make this war as a local affair, but they could not succeed. You see, France and Russia came to help Serbia. Germany declared war against Russia. England wanted to keep aloof, but Germany attacked Belgium. Then England was compelled to join the war in order to safeguard the Belgian neutrality and her own political interest. So we see that the First World War started like this. So, what are the causes of the First World War? Division of Europe into two hostile groups, armament race, militant or aggressive nationalism, and the immediate cause. These were the causes which were responsible for the rise of First World War. Okay, so please learn. Thank you.